This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
I want to mention TV the next day, April 6th. You're at the WTBS studios, and it's interesting because this is the very first episode that is promoted by Jim Crockett Promotions. So as a reminder, wrestling has been on TBS for a long time, but April 6th, 1985, this is the first time it's a Jim Crockett show. How big of a deal was that?
Oh, God, it was huge. Because the reality is, when we did our syndicated show, it went to a lot of places. And syndication is always good. But anybody that had been in the business over a minute knew that 6:05 on Saturday to 8:05 was prime time real estate.
Yep.
If you're going out, okay, you haven't left yet. If you're staying home, you're at home. It's just a nice chunk of time that people, if you stayed and watched the entire 6 to 8, you didn't miss anything. It was still early enough to go out. So it was a perfect spot.
Tony, Ole Anderson is the Ole Anderson with the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. That man means trouble.
You're exactly right. He looked at Arn Anderson. He said, that's the way the Andersons should be. My goodness, David. Who knows what's going to happen to the National Tag Team Champions?
Listen to the music. The music is the man. And the man is the Raging Bull. He's in that ring right now again. Arn Anderson. This is the match.
It's probably, David, the hottest feud in professional wrestling right now between these two men, because earlier had a chance to look at when Arn Anderson broke the arm of a wrestler. Manny Fernandez, the Raging Bull, jumped in the ring to help him, and then Arn Anderson got on the Raging Bull, and then it's just ballooned from there. And when you first look at Arn Anderson, he and Ole look an awful lot alike. That's the first thing Ole said when we looked at Arn Anderson in action together with me.
Looks like his shadow.
Yeah, he said it looks exactly like me, no doubt about it. But these two are tough men, and speaking of Ole Anderson, David, Ole Anderson has joined us once again here at ringside.
Well, I came down to see, as people say, what it's like to watch kin, what it's like to watch blood in the ring, and that's why I'm here watching Arn.
Ole, we talked about Arn and you resembling each other. It's really uncanny.
I don't think there should be anything uncanny about brothers resembling each other.
Brothers? Your father and his father being brothers, is that what you mean?
What I'm more concerned about is watching Arn Anderson as he wrestles. What I'm more concerned is about this feud that they're talking about between Arn Anderson and the Raging Bull. Somebody made some comments about what happened last week, and I stick to it. I say the Raging Bull stuck his nose in some place. He certainly is a doctor. He isn't qualified to come down there and inspect anybody. And right now we're going to see probably one of the greatest matches of all time.
All right, so we have the two men in that ring. They're ready. They can compete against each other. Right now, the Raging Bull having that headlock, applying that pressure on Arn Anderson. Both men respecting the other's ability.
David, two are the big stars in the NWA, the Major Leagues of Professional Wrestling, and of course here on the Superstation, Jim Crockett Promotions always brings you the very best in professional wrestling, the NWA.
There you see him. He still has that headlock. They are both men trying to figure out, trying to jockey for position, feel each other out. They don't know.
Yeah, here now, David, look. Arn Anderson, when the man's tied up in the rope, a big blow to the side of the head.
Legal forearm. That's a legal forearm, though. I take him.
Switch now. By the ball. The ball catches him. Ole Anderson still with us here at ringside, and concentrating on this match. What about what's gone on so far here, Ole?
Well, you made a comment about Raging Bull being in the ropes. He wasn't in the ropes. Everything is legal, and I think David at least caught it. Maybe he's got a little more experience than you do. He made the comment that it was a legal move, and as far as I'm concerned, and the referee, I'm sure, concurs, it was a legal move. Right now, Arn just needs to get that adrenaline pumping, and Mr. Bull, Raging Bull, is going to have a little bit of a problem.
All right. Back of the hand by the Raging Bull. He's working on that leg. You got to remember now. Arn Anderson's his power comes from his legs, his mobility. You cut that out. That's what the Bull is doing. All right, he's working on that leg.
Still working on Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson down on the mat. The Raging Bull working on the leg. And there you see Ole Anderson intently watching this match. And, of course, when Ole and I earlier got a chance to see Arn Anderson, it was on pre-recorded tape. Ole in the studio with us here today. And, I mean, these two men, a lot of animosity between each other. Now David working on the leg. Still working on that leg with that big elbow, with that big knee.
He started with the upper part of the body. He started with that headlock. Try to cut the blood supply off to the head. Now he's going to the leg. One of the support. You work on that leg. If you injure it, you can't move as fast. Yeah, hard down on that leg. That's what it's doing. That's what he's doing. This is for all the marbles.
Oh, my, David. Again, a big blow.
Back of the hand. It was an open hand. Staying with that leg. Anderson trying to figure out how to get out of it. Again. Thought it slapped him.
Slaps him right back again. Arn Anderson trying to get out of this. This move applied by the Raging Bull. And once again, the big knee goes down on the side of the knee of Arn Anderson. Look here now, David.
Now look at him. Puts that elbow into that knee. Rubbing it back and forth. All right, what can he do? You know, I see Ole standing over here just trying. Ole knows he has the experience. Ole has that experience. His mind is going 100 miles an hour. Trying to, if he could just tell him what to do. All right, now right-handed in, puts him across into the run. Manny goes right after that leg again. Good move. Control of the mat.
David, look here. On the leg. We've seen this move many times.
Oh, yeah. He's going to bend it back. Yeah.
Once again, back goes the leg of Arn Anderson. David, this has been an exciting first hour of World Championship Wrestling.
Oh, yes,
we have another exciting hour to follow. We'll stay with this match. If it would happen to end, you would not miss any of it. We have another hour of World Championship Wrestling coming up. Stay right with us.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're right back. Welcome to that second hour of World Championship Wrestling. This match has been going on. Manny Fernandez still has that leg.
Still down on that leg, David. Been working on that leg for a good 10 minutes. Ole Anderson still here with us, and so far the Raging Bull doing quite well working on that leg, Ole.
Well, one thing that I see right here is that Arn Anderson has apparently just got a lot of people concerned. He's trying to uphold some of the things that you talked about, being nice, so to speak, and maybe taking it easy too much. Right here, he's got to go after this guy. He's got to be an Anderson. He's got to be aggressive, just like he is. That's the way an Anderson wins.
All right, he rammed Manny into that post.
And David, I don't know if many of our viewers can hear Ole Anderson, but he's working almost as a cheerleader over here for Arn Anderson.
He's yelling to him to work on him. Look at him. Hey, he's picking up.
And as if responding to Ole Anderson, Arn Anderson taking control of the match.
It's like he's getting psyched up. Ole Anderson's helping. He's psyching him up. You know, we always talk about the fan support. The fan right now for Arn Anderson, Ole Anderson.
Still working on the arm, and what a trademark of the Anderson family, working on the arm, David. You know as well as anybody, and that's exactly what Arn Anderson is doing.
Take one part of the body, work on it until it's immobile, and then make him submit. And that's what he's doing right now with Manny Fernandez.
David, both men have been in this match for a long time. They're both worn down right now, very tired.
Good job.
Let's see who can come out ahead.
Knee across that arm. Arm bar.
No. Ask him, referee. I'm doing it.
Arn Anderson wanting Tommy Young to ask the Raging Bull, but the Raging Bull not ready to give yet. Boy, the tide of battle is really turned here in just a few moments. It was the Raging Bull working on the leg, and now Arn Anderson on the arm. Ole Anderson still here. Right, listen to it. Forearm now. Whip him across. Hear that turn? Caught him with that foot. Probably can hear Ole Anderson. He's really getting involved in this match.
Oh, he's facing up and down.
Don't let it go. All right, no.
Ole wanting him to stay on the arm.
Back to that arm bar. That's what he's doing. I think he's listening. That's the sound that Arn Anderson's picking up, is the sound of Ole Anderson's voice. Ole.
Now the fans getting behind the Raging Bull, wanting him to get a rally going right here.
Man, he's down. He's trying to figure out what to do. Anderson's got it. Watch it. Drop that knee right across the arm. He's got that pressure, pulling at it. Can he do it?
I tell you, it makes me feel like it's a couple of years ago, like when Gene and I were in there, when we were going for all the marbles, when we were world champions. Right now, you see a kid who's got more potential than anybody in the whole wide world. You're looking at Arn Anderson. You're looking at an Anderson. David, I don't have to tell you what an Anderson is like.
That's correct.
Come on!
You saw it, man. He tried to use that elbow. He landed right on it.
Hey, work on that thing. Don't hang on.
Boy, Ole Anderson is livid here at ringside.
He's coming unglued.
He is livid here at ringside watching Arn Anderson, and he was right. Ole Anderson says the guy has a world of potential. There's no doubt about it. Arn Anderson certainly does.
He is an Anderson. The Anderson's famed reputation, the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. This man, here you see Manny.
Years and years, the word Anderson was synonymous with World Tag Team Champions. And now here we go. Using the arm. Oh!
Yeah, he said slam him on the arm. That's what Ole said, and that's exactly what he's got. Slam it right on that.
Down goes the Bull again, David. Still working on that arm, but I mean, Arn Anderson has been on that arm.
You got to get excited about saving people all those dollars. They can limousine ride and jet fly now with that extra cash.
And they can style and profile with a quick 10-minute phone call right now to 425-0105.
That's 425-0105. Woo!
SaveWithConrad.com.
Only it seems like he's responding.
Whipped him across. Into the left.
He's trying to catch him.
Clothesline.
Oh, close,
David.
But he did it with the bad arm.
Look at it. Another shot by Manny Fernandez. Manny's ready.
David Ole's almost to ringside. He is ready to dog in this match.
He caught him with that upper chop of his.
There you see Ole Anderson. He's right up in ringside. A double thrust from the Bull, David.
Goes down for the pin. Wait.
Now Ole Anderson showing Tommy Young that the feet were across the road, David.
Arn Anderson kicked him out of the ring. Oh, no. Manny's going in golly.
What's the deal?
Stop pounding away. On Manny Fernandez. Arn Anderson, Ole Anderson. Double pin on Manny Fernandez. Wait a minute. This is the Ole of old.
Oh, no, they're down on the concrete floor. Right across the knee of Ole Anderson. Both men stomping away.
Manny doesn't have a chance.
Not at all. It's 2-on-1 here at ringside. Arn and Ole Anderson. Oh, my goodness.
Right.
And now, Thunderbolt Patterson.
Wait a minute. Hey.
Thunderbolt Patterson is in there. Let's go down to the ring with David. Come on. Leave it. You change the bar. Come on. Hey. Oh, my goodness. They have Thunderbolt in the ring.
They see Ole. He's pounding away on him. Thunderbolt Patterson now. Taking hard right to left. Got Arn Anderson. Hey, watch this. Arn Anderson and Ole Anderson. Start to pound away on Thunderbolt Patterson. Manny Fernandez down on the floor. Wait, watch his positioning. Oh, he's up. He's up on that second rope. He's stretched up. Come on out. Foot right across. Now they, again, start to pound away on Thunderbolt. They drag him over. They get ready again. Position. Ole now. Going up. He's up on the top rope. He's up on the top rope. Fernandez goes right in and positions himself to Ole Anderson. The Raging Bull. All the men down on that mat. All right, let's go. Let's go to Tony. Let's go to Tony and see if we can get this ring cleared.
And it's also worth mentioning that this is the match that started the fire of Jim Crockett Promotions. I mean, Jim Crockett Promotions was already a place that guys wanted to work. I mean, it already had a reputation as, you know, one of the hotter territories to be a part of, and good paydays and good scheduling and good creative. Dusty Rhodes is there and Ric Flair is there. But now that, you know, Hulkamania has really taken hold in America, it's starting to feel like the territories are becoming, I don't know, a thing of the past, because this new rock and wrestling thing has taken on a life of its own. WrestleMania is here. And on the heels of that, Jim Crockett Promotions finds themselves with one of, if not the biggest television opportunity in all of wrestling with this WTBS feed. And man, you want to talk about timing. You're coming right into the promotion right as they're going national, for lack of a better word. Your timing could not have been any better.
I feel like you're 100% right, because there was a group of talent, and I wish I had the exact dates in front of me, but I can remember the guys. Now, Jim Crockett, all those things that you mentioned had been in the past a very successful company. It had went through a dip around this time in business. Business was down a little bit because it was a rejuvenating as far as the guys they were bringing in. Dusty had taken over the book, and he was starting to have flair, and the people that he was finding and the people that Dusty wanted to bring in. It felt like, to me, you could just tell that there was a line drawn in the sand between the WWF and Jim Crockett Promotions. And by Jim Crockett acquiring that television, it felt like, okay, we're fixing to go to war. And now, like I said, I wished I had the exact dates, but you're talking about all of a sudden you had the Midnight Express, the Rock and Roll Express, Arn Anderson, Buddy Landale, the Garvins came aboard during that period. And you had, and I'm sure I'm missing some guys, but you had a pretty good chunk of talent in a couple of month period go to work for Jim Crockett, and you could just feel it and sense it, and it was new blood, and you just knew things were lining up and fixing to get interesting.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.